Hello viewers, yes, this is Ranjana ma'am and you're watching Yes, mine as well as your channel. And I told you this time I won't be late. Act 2 scene 4 follows Act 2 scene 3. So here the major characters are not in this scene. So it is outside the castle. Inside the castle you know what pandemonium has taken place. But it is outside the castle. Yeah, by the way, before I start, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. And don't forget to press the like button. I'm sure you will like it. So now let's proceed. So as I told, Act 2 Scene 4 is outside the castle of Macbeth. Enter Ross and an old man. Ross is also a lord, Ross and Angus. Remember these two, they had come to inform Macbeth. They had been sent by the king to inform him that he has been made the Thane of Cawdor. So that Ross. And an old man. Old man, 70 I can remember well, within the volume of which time I have seen hours dreadful and things strange. But this sore night has trifled former knowings. So the old man is also talking about the horrible night. He says that 1 score is 20, so 3 score would make it 60. 3 into 20 and 10. That means he is 70 years old, and he says, in my 70 years of life, I have seen very horrible things happening. I have experienced many dreadful moments, horrible things happening, but this terrible night has surpassed all my other horrible experiences. They seem to be insignificant in comparison to this horrible night. Ross, ha, good father, thou seest the heavens as trouble with man's act, threatens his bloody stage. By the clock it is day, and yet dark night strangles the travelling lamp. Is it night's predominance or the day's shame, that darkness does the face of earth entomb, when living light should kiss it? So Ross also agrees. He says, yes, good father, the heavens are displeased and they threaten the world. Why? Because bloody deeds are being committed in this world and the heavens are naturally displeased and they are threatening. So looking by the clock, it should be day and yet it's still dark. The sun is hidden on account of the darkness. So is night victorious over the deeds of darkness? Or is day ashamed to show the deed? And that is why darkness deed, which deed is being referred to? He doesn't know that Duncan has been murdered, but he's saying that is day ashamed to expose this vile deed? And that is why darkness is still wrapping the world. Though it should be light, it is still dark. So though the time shows that it is day and sunlight should be bathing the day, bathing the world in all its splendor. But no, nothing of that has happened. It is still darkness which has engulfed the world. Why? Because of the heinous crime that has been committed. It is unnatural, old man says, even like the deed that's done. Yeah. The deed which has been done is the murder of the king. So that is an unnatural thing. And the night or darkness wrapping up the day is also unnatural. On Tuesday last, a falcon, towering in her pride of place, was by a mousing owl hawked at and killed. So he gives an instance of a very strange thing that has happened. He said that last Tuesday, a falcon is a very powerful bird. So a falcon which was flying very high up was attacked and killed by an owl. An owl normally kills mice, and that mousing owl had attacked the falcon and killed it. Like Macbeth's killing Duncan. Duncan is the king, and in that comparison, Macbeth is just a general in the king's army. And yet, so Macbeth is the owl which had killed the falcon. Ross, and Duncan's horses, a thing most strange and certain, Beauteous and swift, the minions of their race, turned wild in nature, broke their stalls, flung out, contending against obedience, as they would make war with mankind. And even Duncan's horses, they behaved in a strange manner. They are supposed to be the best of their lot, very beautiful, fleet-footed, but what did they do? Very well-mannered, very beautiful to look at. Suddenly they became very wild and they broke away from their stalls. They disobeyed the attendants. They did not listen to their attendants' orders, as if they had declared a battle against humanity only. 'Tis said they eat each other. So the old man reports something more which the horses had done. It was said that they ate up each other. My God, what a horrible thing. One horse eating up the other. So both the horses, they ate up each other. They did so to the amazement of mine eyes that looked upon it. So even Ross agrees, yes, they did it. He was witness to all this. He watched all this in surprise that the two best known horses of Duncan behaved in a strange manner. They disobeyed commands and then they turned wild and then they ate up each other. Enter Macduff. Here comes the good Macduff. How goes the world, sir, now? So Ross is asking Macduff. Ross and Macduff, I think they are relations. They are relatives. So he is asking Macduff. Here comes the noble Macduff. Macduff has been referred to as noble. And he is asking, can you tell me how things are going on? Why? See you not? So don't you see what is happening? Is it known who did this more than bloody deed? So Ross inquires, has it been revealed who is behind all this? Who has killed the king? Who has done this bloody deed? Who has killed the king? Macduff, those that Macbeth had slain. So he is not one to express his suspicion. He tells, it is said that those two whom Macbeth had killed, they are supposed to be the doers of the deed. Alas, the day, what good could they pretend? So Ross says, alas, it is so sad. But how could they have benefited by killing the king? They were suborned. Malcolm and Donalbain, the king's two sons, are stolen away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed. So Macbeth has very cleverly taken advantage of Donalbain and Malcolm's flight, and he has put the blame on them. He has said that most probably Malcolm and Donalbain had bribed the guards to kill Duncan. So it is said that they have been paid to do the deed. But then why should they do it? There is no logic, because had the king lived, Malcolm would have been the crown prince. He would have been anointed the crown prince though. But Macbeth tries to put the blame, but people know, those who are clever, they will know that Malcolm and Donalbain, by bribing the guards, because this is their right, they'll automatically inherit it. There is no need to kill the king. The person who kills the king will be eager to do it because he knows he is not going to get the throne when the king lives. But Malcolm will automatically become heir. He is the heir apparent. But still, now Macbeth has very cleverly put the blame on Malcolm and Donalbain that they had paid the guards to do it. And since they have run away without informing or without a leave taking, so Macbeth has put them in the suspicion list just to save his own skin. Against nature still, thriftless ambition that will raving up thine's own life's means. Then it is most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth. So Ross says, yet this is also unnatural, because this ambition is profitless, which makes you kill your own life, which makes you take your own life, the very source of your life. The source of your life is your father, your mother. If you kill them, this ambition is without any profit. So now it seems that since the king's two sons have run away, naturally the throne comes to Macbeth. So people should be clever enough, Macduff is clever enough to judge that these two have run away, so the path is clear. He is already, Macduff says, he is already named and gone to Scone to be invested. So yes, he has already gone to, he has already been chosen as the king, and he has gone to Scone where his coronation will be conducted. Where is Duncan's body? Carried to Comkill, the sacred storehouse of his predecessors and the guardian of their bones. So when Ross inquires where is the body of Duncan, so Macduff informs him that his body has been taken to Comskill, which is the graveyard or the burial place of his ancestors. The bodies of his ancestors lie in that place. Will you to Scone? Are you going to Scone to see the coronation of Macbeth? No, cousin, I'll to Fife. So I told you they are cousins. Ross is cousin of Macduff. So he says, no, I'm not going to attend the coronation. This is indirectly an opposition. He suspects Macbeth of the crime. So he is not going to attend the coronation. Rather, he is going back to his own dukedom. Or rather, yes, he is going back to Fife. He is the Thane of Fife. Well, I will thither. So he is going to Scone. Who? Ross. Well, you may see things done well there. Adieu, lest our old robes sit easier than our new. So Macduff says, okay, goodbye. I just wish that you may find everything being done properly there. Goodbye. And he says that he is afraid that the new rule under Macbeth might not be as it was under Duncan. He suspects. Farewell, father. So Ross bids that old man goodbye. Old man, God's benison go with you and with those that would make good of bad and friends of foes. So he is wishing that God should bless Ross. May God bless you, and also on those people who work to change bad things into good and make enemies friends. So the people who make enemy friends, that means they are ready to forgive their enemies. They are good people. The people who turn bad thing into good, they are also good people, and may God bless them. So this is where your Act 2 comes to an end. So finally I have done what I had promised to do, and comment and tell me how you liked my video, and as I said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye for the time being.